Hello and welcome back. Now, last time we left off, we uncursed a compass. That should now be in our inventory. Yes, it increases item and meat drops. It would replace the sunglasses. So let's see. What do the sunglasses do again? +1 Moxie, I think we can keep the compass for now. Seems good enough. Ooh, we have a message on the phone. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. Let's call him back. Salutations. Whom is telephoning, might I inquire? Hi Don, it's me, Jay. Ah, you recipientated my missive. Commendable. Yeah? What's up? There is an assignment of which I require your performation. An assignment? Were I the comedic sort, I might refer to it as an undertaking. Haha, I'm listening. There is an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream Lake. Grandpa Joe's distillery, to be precocious. It was abandoned when prohibitioning began, albeit with liquor manufacturing equipment intact. A group contrapositive to our own has claimed it as their territory, and we wish these bloodsuckers to be evicticated with extreme prejudice. So? There is no underground criminal organization that rivals our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intentioning that you will observe in that phraseology a high degree of literalness. The group of which I referenced are Nosferatu. What? Nosferatu, Langsuir, Strigoi, Draculas, vampires. Okay, I get it. You're telling me there are actual vampires in this part of the world? Affirmative. They have been a pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism. I did not notice. Alright, I'll take care of your vampires. I guess it isn't that much weirder than the fishmen. Where's this distillery? Don Toblerone gives you directions to the place eventually. Grandpa Joe's distillery. Additional to that, you will be requisitioning the combination for the lock. Let me guess, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Certainly not. Kindly allow us to credit... try that again. Kindly allow us the credit for a modicum of operational securitizing. We selected the most unassailable combination possible. 9999. Alright, bye. Okay. I think we can go there then. Let's go to Crystal Dream Lake. And now let's take a look. Oh right, we found Beppo's Hole, which is certainly a strange location, but yeah, let's go to the distillery. Ah, right, I always forget that there's a lake in the middle and you have to take the long way around. An oddly rectangular brown rock catches your attention. And on closer inspection, it turns out to be a completely rusted and partially sunk into the ground old pre-war soda cooler. Although someone fitted a meat-operated lock onto the door at some point. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it is. Heck, you can't even tell if there's any soda still in it. Let's check the meat return first. No way, the only thing you'd be likely to get out of that old rust hole would be tetanus. Okay, let's buy a soda. You spend 5 meat, you force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. Rusty cola can. It's a combat item. This can of cola is so old and rusty that you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you never heard of before. It deals 15 damage to an enemy. That's actually pretty damn useful. That's good to have. That reminds me, we still have that quest going of testing all the cola cans, right? A spooky looking lady is guarding the front door of the old distillery. Presumably she's a vampire. She looks spooky enough to be a vampire. Is that racist? Let's approach her. She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing blood red. Begone from this place. You have no business here. I do, actually, and I'd like for you to invite me inside. What? No. Don't you have to? I thought that was one of the big vampire things, that if someone asks you to invite them inside, you have to do it. That is nearly the most opposite of true that is possible for it to be. Oh, darn. Leave this place at once, or the consequences will be most dire. Ah, come on. Don't be like that. What's eating you? If you do not leave, the question will be, what is eating you? And the answer will be, me. Haha, that was pretty good. Haha, yeah. You really set me up for that one. Let's bewitch her then. You cannot frighten me, foul creature, for your power issues from the darkness of the night. And I? The night? Oh jeez, I completely lost track of the time. She looks up at the midday sun and her hair bursts into flames. With a screech she turns into a bat, which is still on fire, and escapes into a hole in the side of the building. Huh, okay then. That's good. Anything in there? This is the hole that the guard fled through. We could unlock the door, but let's squirm through with Moxie. There we are. Magnificent. We could make some potions here. Almost everything on this shelf is busted up trash, but there's one unsmashed crate of booze. Let's grab it. A crate of rum. With prohibition on, all varieties of liquor are technically for pirates. That is true. I guess this is where Grandpa Joe kept all of his broken glass. The booze that used to be stored here is now in booze heaven. Can we make some potions here? Right, we could make some fancy potions. Stinking salts with a fustulent grulch. +5 stench armor, aqua mortis, eldritch mist, +5 spooky armor, and self-boiling solution with a phlogistic resin, 5 hot armor. I don't need that specifically now, so I'll save the materials. This used to be a still, and it still is. Ah, I need more Hobocode knowledge for that. Ah, 5 stench armor. Oh, there's a label on the vat that reads Grandpa Joe's Extra Fancy Garlic Schnaps. Wow, maybe it wasn't Prohibition that put this place out of business. Honestly though, I'm such a sucker for garlic, I would give it a shot. I would try it. So stench armor, let's make some stinking salts. And let's stop. Now, potions. Let's get the stinking salts on the road. This is the answer to the age-old question, what if stink was solid? Okay, let's inhale them. Right, the tea is gone. Hefty was +1 muscle. We don't need that right now, so okay, let's replace it. You sniff the stinking salts until your sniffer stops working. You gain an effect, burned out snoot. You can hardly smell a thing. Hell yeah, let's sample that garlic schnapps. You crank open the valve and dump about 12 gallons of pure distilled garlic juice on the floor. Wow, even with stench protection, it's a nasal experience you won't soon forget. The vampires completely flip their collective shinola. Some of them turn into bats and fight each other to be the first out of the hole in the wall. Some turn into mist and shoot out of the cracks in the ceiling. A couple of them just kick the front door until the lock breaks and run out of the place. After that, you hear several screams as they realize it's still daytime outside. That should satisfy Don Toblerone and his boss. Hopefully, they won't mind the smell. Oh, I would definitely give it a shot. The vat is intentionally left empty. Unfriendly vat, do not use. Oh yeah, the whole floor is covered in it. Wonderful. Yeah, but still. This drum is almost certainly empty. Let's bang on it. The drum emits a hollow, sober clang. The sofa is soaking wet. One of those mist vampires must have been sitting on there. Those vampires left a crate of booze on the floor. Let's grab it real quick. It's a crate of vodka. Vodka is great for when your doctor tells you to drink plenty of clear fluids. We can take it to the speakeasy. Yeah, that's good. The mirror on this vanity has been broken, but the drawers still work. Let's see what's in them. A porpoise torque. That's a wonderful word. This type of necklace is called a torque because it stays on your neck due to torque rather than any kind of clasp or hook or whatever. A thunder ring. When you're wearing this, lightning always rides shotgun. Makes it dangerous to be near you in combat. Okay, interesting. So this accessory gives us +1 moxie. And basically we could just wear a joker or something. I mean, I'll think about it. This table is strewn with miscellaneous vampire stuff. Let's pick through it. Vampire boots. Shoes. These were invented when a cobbler accidentally mispronounced vampire bats. They make you float like a spooky vampire. I will of course put them on right away. A bloodle. It's a piping hot... A bloodle, okay. It's a piping hot strudel filled with blood instead of, I don't know, raspberries or whatever strudels normally have in them. Like apple is common. Cosmetic wine. Right, we have that before. Okay, so vampire boots. Let's of course equip them. Yeah, we can float now. That's good. Let's not squeeze through the hole and go outside like civilized people. Okay, now, since we're so near, let's just dive into Beppo's hole, as horrible as that sounds. Your meandering hike takes you near the lake, which may not have been reflected in the map display, but you'll just have to suspend your disbelief on that one. Molly picks up a flat stone and skims it expertly across the water. Nice one. Thanks. Hey Sugar, how big a rock do you think you can chuck? Raw muscle isn't exactly my forte, but I guess I'd do alright. You pick up a fist-sized rock and pitch it onto the lake with a splash. A loud plonk follows close behind, and you turn to see Molly picking up a softball-sized rock with a grin. That's impressive. I may look like a girly girl, but my Tommy's got a kick like a mule. Gotta keep the rust off of those pistons, you know? Is Tommy your boyfriend? That sounds kind of... My girlfriend's name is Nancy. Tommy is short for M1921 Thompson submachine gun. Oh, right. I knew that. She heaves another large rock into the lake. You try your best to match her, but it's not much of a contest. Molly's muscle increases by 1. Okay. Ooh, everything is full of Right, that was somehow spider related, right. There aren't as many spider eggs in there as there could be, but there are still too many. Yeah, I'd assume so. The plaque says Beppo's Hole at the top, and then there's some fine print. Let's read it. Beppo's Hole is named after Beppo P. Soricchio, who purchased this plot of land in 1903 with the stated intention of creating a shark sanctuary. He managed to dig one decent-sized pit, but before he could fill it up with sharks, it filled itself up with spiders, or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that spiders filled it up with themselves. And their offspring. Their teeming hordes of awful, venomous offspring. It is the opinion of the Crystal Dream Lake Historical Society that Beppo's Hole should be avoided at all costs. In fact, we probably shouldn't have put this placard here, or included it on any of our maps. May those you leave behind forgive us. Fascinating and ominous. Is that a place where we can like grind up? Yeah, we can fight some spiders. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Hot damage to the spiders. Let's do the Parmesan missile. There we go. Wait, no, I meant the Stilton Splatter, right. That's what I actually wanted to do. That's what happens when I don't play the game for a couple days. That does enough to take this one out. It does enough to take this one out. Yeah, let's take this one out. Most HP seems reasonable. Also would have attacked me, so a nasty bite. Ooh, he got me. Giant venomous bite. That's more ominous. And oh yeah, I'm heavily poisoned now, or envenomated to be more scientifically accurate. At least I get some healing from the turtle. Yep, that poison was not nice. Let's sap it real quick and get rid of those, I assume, Black Widows, given the hourglass shape. That's a Black Widow thing, right? Oh, lovely. You got spider eggs. It's food. A handful of pulsating, slimy, greenish-white orbs. You refuse to believe that even a mother spider could have any affinity for these things. Makes you immune to poison until you eat something else. I mean, we haven't really experienced poison all that much. That was, I think, the first time in the game that we got poisoned. So I feel like that's gonna come into play if we lose to something that does a lot of poison. But other than that, I don't think we're gonna eat those. And also there are spider eggs, so yeah. We've got an item, Creepy Forest Fetish. A creepy little sculpture made of twigs, held together with spider webs and throbbing with evil magic. Add +3 spell damage to a hat. Fewer spiders is better spiders. And in real life, I really don't mind spiders, to be honest. This wriggling cocoon is roughly person-sized. So it's either a person who's been cocooned by a spider and is slowly suffocating to death, or a person-sized mass of baby spiders. Let's talk to him, her, or them. Hello in there. Are you a person? Or a mind-breaking quantity of baby spiders? Is that the kind of noise that a whole lot of baby spiders would make? Let's cut them free then. You cut apart the cocoon, bracing yourselves for true horror. Fortunately, it turns out to just be a guy in there. Phew, thanks friend. You had me worried there for a second. They call me Doc. I came here to get some free gauze. Got a bit more than I bargained for. Hi Doc. I'm Jay. I assume from your doctor hat thing that you're literally a doctor. In the sense that doctoring is my profession, yes. In the sense that I have a legal license for practicing it, no. You were looking for gauze? Yep, the webs from big spiders like this make really great surgical gauze. It's strong, self-adhesive, and even sterile if really fresh. Unfortunately, I bit off more than I could chew. So you can chew it too? No, I meant metaphorically. One of the great big spiders that live in Beppo's hole caught sight of me. I don't recommend messing around with that hole, especially if you're flushed to the gills on medical alcohol. That would make sense. Let's ask him about hobo code. Oh sure, I can teach you the hobo code for all kinds of medical terms. He teaches you how to read his handwriting and then teaches you some hobo code. Hobo code knowledge increased. Let's ask about something else. Let's tell him about the camp. You know, there's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City. They could probably use a doctor. Great, I could use some patience, because I'm much too eager to get doctoring. That's a joke that works better out loud than in print. Wait, what? I could use some patience. Oh my lord. Okay, I didn't catch that one, but yeah, that one is certainly there, isn't it? But anyway, see you there. Okay, bye. Well then, let's see. Where else could we go now? We could go to the bus station and go to Ocean City. And now let's go to the speakeasy, shall we? There it is. Let's talk to Fancy Dan. What's shaking, Dan? I am, baby, I am. Here's your cut of the profits, baby. You gain 109 meat. I found this case of rum. Little bit of island nectar, eh? And I found this case of vodka. Gotta be careful with this stuff. It might end up drinking you. Okay, let's do we have anything here that we need? I think we're good for now. Let's leave. Anything else in here? What does Barnaby have to say? Let's buy him a drink, shall we? He turns his head towards you and smiles. You buy him a drink and await his prognostication. You spend 5 meat. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. If you're not caught flat-footed, the truth can sometimes be found at your feet. Alright. Let's let him be milky in peace. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song. Right, okay, I think we've... can we read that now? Yeah, 5 hobo code knowledge. Let's translate it then. The code says grapes under here. You quickly pry up the tile and sure enough there are grapes. We got an item, floor grapes. Aged and flattened. Let's take them to Fancy Dan. Alrighty. I found some floor grapes. Floor grapes, eh? Well, when life gives you floor grapes, make floor wine, baby. Sounds like a plan. Excellent stuff. Can we go? There's a door here. It won't budge. Must be barred shut from the other side. Okay. So nothing of value in there. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can talk to you again because we uncursed an object. So logic dictates there's another one waiting for us, isn't there? I got that compass. Oh good. Not too much of an ordeal, I hope. Could have been worse, I guess. There were some horrible fairies. What? No, don't tell me. Just uncurse that thing and get some rest. I am a step ahead of you. Great, nice work. I think the next artifact is a book. I'll have the location narrowed down by morning. Okay, so we'll have to go to sleep again. Charles flags you down. I've got some applicants for the new storefront I fixed up. Over there on the other side of the Cola Wars surplus store. Got a second to pick one? Okay. First applicant is Texas Instruments. Guy from Texas selling musical instruments, I suppose. The second is Bertram's Bakery. Bert's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. And the last applicant is Ye Old Kamika. Some SID science lady who wants to sell potions. I like the sound of the instrument store, hopefully, haha. A bakery sounds good. You know what, let's help this guy's buddy out. Let's get the bakery. Okay, I'll get him moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thank you, Charles. You hang the cow skull over your desk. If anybody asks, I'll tell them you killed the cow yourself. Well, thank you for that one. Does it have any wisdom for us? No? Simple writing. Alrighty then. Anything in... What's in here? There's someone has given you a nightstand. There's a briefcase and a note on top. Let's take one and read the other. The note reads, Jay, the quality of your work at the distillery has been noted as excellent. We will contact you in a telephonular manner with further opportunities. Don Toblerone. A briefcase full of meat. Well, honest work for dishonest pay. Let's open it then. 300 meat. You open the case. Now that's a lot of gabagool. Lovely. Let's... you're ready to make the transition from Crystal Dream to regular dreams. Well, let's do that then. Glaxton, 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 Glaxton. If you repeat it enough times, it starts to sound like a real word. This represents your growing mistrust of your bed. Honestly fair, if I dreamt that stuff in the background, I would probably be a bit confused. Nah, actually not really. But I mean, we dreamt up our own past, so that would make me a bit suspicious. It's the Museum of Skulls, obviously. Wait a minute. One of these skulls is yours, and it's missing its teeth. Yeah, let's give it my teeth, sure. You put the teeth back in your skull. It tries to thank you, but you have no tongue. You got an item, no tongue. You're not sure what it is, but you're sure what it isn't. Excellent. Ah, it's you again. A strange conversation is taking place here. Let's participate. The woman scowls at you. You'd better have some good news for me, Noel. The good news is I'm dreaming. Yeah. Everything is just peachy keen, Madam President. Good. The damn project is complete. That isn't what I said. Everything's perfect, ma'am. The circuits are lit up just like a crimbo tree. And what about the interloper? The what now? Uh-oh, she means me? I'll show you an interloper. I should never have come here. Let's show her an interloper. Yes, I'm working on that. A little bird has told me that their last name is Flag. So, a little bird has told me their last name, Flag, if you can believe it. Our friend Morris is their uncle. The president's frown deepens. Any relative of Murray Morris is an enemy of ours. Find them and get them out of the picture. I'll choose the third assortment of ellipses. I'd be delighted, ma'am. Both Noel and the president wink out of existence with an ominous-sounding pop. You are ready for your dream to be over. Very much so. Ah, okay. We can't really go over there, right? No. It's as if there is some sort of invisible wall here. You can't go any further. Let's step through and wake back up. Okay. Back awake. Morning, Jay. How are you feeling? Fine, I guess. I've been having weird dreams. Ooh, like the one where you're driving a car, but you're in the back seat and can't reach any of the controls? I can't remember very clearly, but I think it was weirder than that. I really hate that one. Anyway, I found the next cursed thing. It's a hardcover book, about yay big, and it's somewhere on the campus of the Seaside Institute of Technology in Porkham. You ready to go? I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm sure you'll be able to find coffee when you get there. They've probably invented some kind of high-powered science coffee or something. Alright. Do you have a map of the place? No, but it's a college campus. It can't be that hard to find your way around college. College students do it all day. The bus to Porkham leaves from the usual stop. Good luck. Okay, a message. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. Let's call him back. Don Toblerone verbalizing. Hi Don, it's me. Ah, splendiferous. Kudos on your triumphal completion of my previous assignation. You're welcome. Is that all? In fact, I have another item of business to be attenuated, which I believe to be suited marvelously to one of your skills. Which one? No, I mean, well, regardlessly, we require that you proceed apace to Crystal Dream Lake, wherein is located a purveyor of tools and implements of construction. Say again? You might vernacularize it as a hardware store. Ah, right. You guys run out of cement or something? We have a necessitude that you will perform upon this place of business, what we categorize a shakedown. They owe you meat? No, we are merely desirous that the local commerciales, retail emporia, feel a measure of intimidation. Okay, I guess I can handle that. Plenty of new words in that guy's dialogue. At least half of them are real. Let's go to the bus stop. Let's go to the SIT campus Paul camp first. We can go do the mob stuff afterwards. Back to school, chapter 3. 1 second. The Seaside Institute of Technology. Alright. Hey, Sugar, over here. It's the unsinkable Molly Buttons. She shouts you a wink. Let's talk to her. Hehe. This is the berries. I ain't got in this many fights in ages. What, you don't do a lot of fighting for the mob? They're all wet, always giving me an earful. Shooting up the place is bad for business, blah blah blah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Molly's moxie increased by 1. Finite hallway? You've seen finite hallways before. You really want to go back down that... you really want to go back down that one? Oh no. Let's go. Let's see. What's the fire here? Oh, it's a vent. It's a vent. Okay. My screen is slightly cut up. Didn't have time to fix that, but yeah. Okay. The theoretical topology lab. Okay. You don't have time to poke around in weird labs. You need to go find that cursed book. All of the events listed on this board either happened last month or are going to happen next month. Oh yeah, library would make sense, wouldn't it? As you enter the library, an elderly man, presumably the librarian, waves you over to his desk. Hello, I'm afraid I don't recognize you. Are you a student here? Oh no, I'm just looking for a book. I'm sorry, the Institute's library is only for students, alumni and faculty. It's really important that I see this book though. I do wish I could help you, but rules are rules. You have to inquire at the admissions office first. Shoot. Oh wow, there was lots of weird stuff in there. Our founder, Junius Fitzgerald Technology.